street, boy. I mean now.
Got a name, boy?
Virgil Tibbs.
Virgil, where you come from?
There ain't no trains this time of morning.
I could have had you shot.
Skull's caved in. Could have been a hitchhiker.
Okay, I got him.
Where's my husband?
I thought I told you to get the hell out of here.
You aren't taking me anywhere, you dig?
You gonna get yourself killed.
I'm a police officer.
Look, they pay you $162.39 a week just to look at bodies. Why can't you look at this one?
Why can't you look at it for yourself?
I do not want that Negro officer taken off this case.
I'll need a few things. Such as ammonium hydrosulfide, benzidine, superoxide of hydrogen, copper powder, distilled water, calipers, and some toothpicks.
Why won't anybody here tell me what's happened to him?
Are you sure you're pregnant?
Yes, I am pregnant.
I can pull that fat cat down.
I'm afraid you're a little late, Virgil. We already got the guilty man.
May I examine this prisoner?
Yeah, you can look at him. Come on, let him look.
He's left-handed, isn't he?
What's that make him?
Innocent.
I got the motive, which is money, and the body, which is dead.
You're holding the wrong man.
But don't you push me, boy!
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
What kind of people are you?
Look in her purse. She's got $100 to pay for an abortion.
In the heat of the night.
1967 was a time of change for the United States of America. The country was still at war in Vietnam. Music was becoming an anthem of unrest, and racial tensions were high. All of these things were also being brought forth in motion pictures. This week's film is a taut, vibrant, suspenseful display of those tensions that will leave a lasting impression. Directed by Norman Jewison, In the Heat of the Night tells the tale of a murder in a small town. The man murdered is bringing a new plant to the area, and his wife pressures the city to find the culprit. This brings together an unlikely pairing with African-American Philadelphia detective Virgil Tibbs. Sidney Poitier plays him and delivers a dynamite performance, and bigoted police chief Gillespie, who is played by Rod Steiger, in his Academy Award-winning role. When these two first meet, we see the clash of Gillespie's Old South way of thinking and Tibbs' refusal to quote-unquote fall in line with the town's racist views. The first scene I will present is the first meeting between the two. And the second scene features Tibbs questioning Gillespie on arresting a suspect for the murder, albeit an erroneous arrest. This scene also features one of the most well-known lines in cinema history.
I was visiting my mother. I came in on the 12:35 from Brownsville. I was waiting to go out on the 405. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the meanwhile, you just killed yourself a white man, just about the most important white man we got around here, and picked yourself up a couple of $100.
I earned that money 10 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Colored can't earn that kind of money, boy. Hell, that's more than I make in a month. Now, where did you earn it?
Philadelphia.
Mississippi?
Pennsylvania.
Now, just what you do up there in little old Pennsylvania, earn that kind of money?
I'm a police officer.
man before you brought him in?
No, sir.
Do you mind taking a look at that? Yeah! Oh, yeah!
And now, our second clip.
The Verge here, Chief. He thinks that Harvey's innocent.
Well, I'll be damned. Could I talk to you about it in private?
No, you can't talk to me about it in privacy because I got Cobert's wallet right here in my hand. We took it from Harvey Oberst. You don't think he gave it to him, do you?
I don't know, but Oberst could have come along after the crime. Found it, picked it up. I don't know.
That's what the boy said he did.
Well, I'm sorry, man, but I say different.
Well, when I examined the deceased, it was obvious that the fatal blow was struck from an angle of 17 degrees from the right, which makes it almost certain the person who did it is right-handed.
So what?
Old Harv's left-handed, Chief. Everybody in town knows that.
Yeah, that's what we figured out, Chief. Harvey's a lefty, uh-huh.
Well, you're pretty sure of yourself, ain't you, Virgil? Virgil, that's a funny name for it, but it comes from Philadelphia. What do they call you up there?
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
Mr. Tibbs! Well, Mr. Wood, take Mr. Tibbs, take him down to the depot, and I mean boy like now.
I'll have the FBI lab send you the report on this. Not that it'll make any difference.
I'll take that.
Oh, you won't. I'm sending it in, personally.
My God. What kind of people are you? What kind of a place is this? My husband is dead. Somebody in this town killed him. I want you to find out who.
Even following this interaction, we find Tibbs still trying to get respect from this town, and he feels the only way he can do it is bring this murderer to justice. Even after the mayor demands that Gillespie work with Tibbs due to the aforementioned slain businessman's wife demanding he stay on the case under the threat of moving the factory from the town. This leads to the unlikely duo questioning a plantation owner named Endicott, whose racist views are on full display. Here, Tibbs stands up to him and, in a way, stands up to the town because Endicott holds the town's ideals and is a great poster child for those ideals. He slaps Endicott right after Endicott strikes him, and it's important to note the shock in Endicott's voice after it occurs.
Why'd you two come here? To ask you about Mr. Colbert.
Let me understand this. You two came here to question me?
Well, your attitudes, Mr. Endicott, your points of view are a matter of record. Some people, well, let us say the people who work for Mr. Colbert might reasonably regard you as the person least likely to mourn his passing. We were just trying to clarify some of the evidence. Was Mr. Colbert ever in this greenhouse, say last night about midnight?
Gillespie? Yeah. You saw it.
I saw it.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
I'll remember that. There was a time when I could have had you shot.
better damn well clear out, and I mean fast.
What about that big speech you gave me this morning?
I didn't know you were going to slap any white man, least of all Endicott.
All right, give me another day. 2 days, I'm close. I can pull that fat cat down. I can bring him right off this hill.
Oh, boy. Man, you're just like the rest of us. Ain't you?
This is a film that truly deserves every accolade it has and will receive. It was nominated for an astounding 7 Academy Awards, in winning 5, including Best Picture and Best Supporting Actor, as I mentioned previously, for Rob Steiger's performance. Despite the wins, to me, Sidney Poitier was a glaring omission. He wasn't even nominated for his groundbreaking, rich, and powerful performance as Virgil Tibbs. This film has left a lasting impact on popular culture, the arts, and society. It spawned 2 sequels. It also ended up being a very successful TV series from the late 80s to the early 90s. To have this film as a starting point for Black History Month is a no-brainer. This film, to me, is flawless. Everything works, and everything gels together. The music, the story, the performances, and the message all deliver and will leave a lasting impact on anyone who will watch it. I would like to invite everyone to join me next week as I review Steve McQueen's 12 Years a Slave as we continue our Black History Month theme for the month of February. For Matt Connarton Unleashed, this has been a classic film review with Erich Pilcher.
In the heat of the night, seems like a cold sweat creeping across my brow. Yeah, in the heat of the night, I'm feeling motherless somehow. Stars with evil eyes stare from the skies, all mean and bright.